Good morning, friends. I'm Dr. Yogesh Sarode of Jivan Vikas Mahavidyalaya Devgram. I heartily welcome you all in this session. Today, we will learn about great personality Sudha Murthy. This topic is prescribed by Nagpur University to be a Part 1 Sem 1 compulsory English syllabus. So, let us have an overview on the personality of Sudha Murthy. Sudha Murthy was born in 1950 at Shaigaon in North Karnataka. Her father, Dr. S.R. Kulkarni, was a physician by profession. Brought up by her maternal grandparents along with her parents, two higher learning institutions have been endowed to by Infosys Foundation to them. These are H.R. Kadim Diwan building, in which Computer Science and Engineering Department at IIT Kanpur runs, and Narayan Rao Melgiri Memorial National Law Library at NLSIU. Murthy completed BE in Electrical Engineering from BVB College of Engineering and Technology. She then completed PG, that is ME in Computer Science from Indian Institute of Science, and received gold medal in both of them. Murthy became the first female engineer hired at Tata Engineering and Locomotive Company. When she was told that female cannot apply for the post, she complained to J.R.D. Tata about the gender bias. Special interview was conducted for her and she was elected. She was selected. Here she met Yanar Narayan Murthy, who later moved to Patni Computers, and they got married in February 1978. Sudha has made a lot of personal sacrifices while her husband was setting up Infosys. Whenever they would go for dinner, Narayan Murthy makes Sudha pay, promising to repay later that he never did. He owed rupees 4,000 to her. After their wedding, Sudha tore the book of debts. Sudha provided seed money of rupees 10,000 to start Infosys. Its first office was House of Murthys at Pune that they had bought on loan. She took a job with Walchand Industries to support the growth of Infosys. At present, she is the chairperson of Infosys Foundation. She has worked in various capacities in development of Infosys Technologies Limited. She is a member of public health initiatives of the Gates Foundation. She has founded several orphanages, participated in rural development efforts, supported the movement to provide all Karnataka government schools with computer and library facilities, and established the Murthy Classical Library of India at Harvard University. In 2004, Murthy was presented with a Raja Lakshmi Award for her contribution to social work. In 2006, she was presented Padma Shri. She received an honorary doctorate for her contribution in social work, philanthropy, and education. She also received R.K. Narayan Award for literature. In 2011, she was conferred with honorary LLD degree to promoting formal legal education and scholarship in India. In her books, Murthy talks about charity, hospitality, and self-realization through fictional narratives. Her book, How I Taught My Grandmother to Read and Other Stories, has been translated into 15 languages. Her other books are Wise and Otherwise, Old Man and His God, and Gently Falls the Bakula. So experts from her interview in Times Group reveal fun person that Murthy is. She started writing in college. She has been writing now for 30 years. She is a storyteller at heart. Though talkative by nature, while writing, she retreats into total silence. She does not interact and gets completely engrossed into it if she has taken samadhi. She cannot write biography of Mr. Murthy because it cannot be completely unbiased. Her latest books, The Day One Stopped Drinking Milk, is dedicated to her son-in-law Rishi and daughter-in-law Lakshmi. She tells them that they should not make adjustments for them. It is the older generation that should make adjustment for the younger generation and not the other way. Mr. Murthy is a perfect listener. She talks to listens. They don't have grand expectation from each other. So marriage works well. She loves to walk, climb, travel, and try out different vegetarian food. Touching elders' feet is must, and non-vegetarian food and alcohol has no place in Murthy's house. The best thing for her, for being Narayan Murthy's wife, is that she could carry on with her philanthropic work in a big way. The worst is that she cannot remain anonymous. For example, the fear of being recognized puts brake to her plan of having a cup of tea on the roadside. So, friends, this is what is the personality of Sudhamurti. Now, let us talk about the Infosys, her creation. So, as far as history of Infosys is concerned, Infosys was Narayan Murthy's dream. At that time, it was not so easy for him to achieve the dream as he was penniless. He set up Infosys with the help of his five friends. At its inception, Sudhamurthy provided the seed money and she became the seed investor of Infosys. The first office of Infosys was started in Pune. The company was operated out from the house that the Murthy couple had purchased with the help of a loan. The company was started with the meager initial capital of rupees 10,000. And to support the growth of Infosys, Sudhamurthy took up a job with Walchand Industries. She was involved in the development of Infosys Technologies Limited in various capacities. Now, Infosys has become the symbol of teamwork and can be seen as the outcome of hard work. Now, second point that comes in my mind is Sudha Murthy's philanthropy and her social work. See, Sudha Murthy is the chairperson of Infosys Foundation and a member of public healthcare initiatives of Gates Foundation. She has rendered social services by founding several orphanages. She has participated in a rural development efforts and has also supported the movement initiated by the government of Karnataka. Infosys Foundation has helped the students from rural area to get an access to education. Sudhamurthy has established the Murthy Classical Library of India at Harvard University. She is honored with many awards and recognitions for her outstanding contribution in the field of social work, and Padma Shri Award is one of them. Now, friends, Sudhamurthy always say we should make way for the youngsters instead of expecting them to come around to our ways. Now, if we comment of this line, see, Sudhamurti has dedicated her latest book, The Day One Stopped Drinking Milk, to her son in law and daughter in law. She understands the aspirations of the young generation and advocates the space to be provided to them by the old generation. She says we should make way for the youngster instead of expecting them to come around to our ways. She does not expect that her son or daughter should make any adjustment for her. She is of the opinion that the old generation should always remember that they have had their inning. Their elders in the family should provide an opportunity to the youngsters to live their life on their accord. This attitude of Sudhamurti brings out her matured understanding to maintain the balance between the generations in the family. This is what is the magnanimity of heart. Now, as far as challenges are concerned, there are various challenges in Sudhamurti's life. Let us discuss. After graduation, Sudhamurti became the first woman engineer hired at India's largest auto manufacturing company. When she applied to the company, she was told that only men were eligible to apply for the post. So she wrote a letter to the chairperson of the company complaining about the gender discrimination. And as a result, she was interviewed specially and finally got the job. Sudhamurti made many personal sacrifices at the setting of Infosys. At that time, Narayan Murthy was unemployed. So he was in need of money to fulfill his dream of Infosys. Sudhamurti provided financial support to him during his tough time. She took up a job with Walchand Industries and supported the family and the company financially in difficult time. So this is what is her challenge in life. Now, if we sketch the character of Sudhamurti, we find Sudhamurti is a multi-talented personality. She is a teacher, a social worker, and a writer. She has proved herself as a strong supporter to her husband and an ideal mother. Her contribution to the society through her philanthropy and writing have inspired the Indian youth. Sudhamurti's social contribution can be seen through her services as a chairperson of Infosys Foundation, a social venture. She has founded several orphanages, participated in a rural development efforts, provided computers and library facilities to schools. Her several publications evidence her literary talent. She works as a visiting professor at the PG Center, Bangalore University, and that shows her passion for teaching and education. Her concern to her family members and affectionate bonding with her son in law and daughter in law present her as a considerate and matured family woman. She is an ideal supporter to her husband. Now, as far as biography of Sudhamurti is concerned, Sudhamurti remains a very grounded and down to earth as an individual. This fact is very discernible in the life of Sudhamurti. See, in 2014, Sudhamurti was presented with the Rajalakshmi Award for her outstanding contribution to social work. In 2016, she was awarded the Padma Shri, the fourth highest ranking civilian award from the Government of India. Despite all her accomplishments, Sudhamurti remains a very grounded and down to earth. When asked what are the things that are non negotiable in Murti's household, Sudhamurti replies respect for elders and no non vegetarian alcohol consumption inside the house. So, these are the sentences of Murti. Though she is a wife of a leading industrialist, she believes in philanthropy and works for the society with great devotion. Her simple dreams, like to have a cup of tea on the roadside and desire to remain anonymous, presents her as a common human being. So, this is what is the state of being, a common man is seen in the life of Sudhamurti. So, friends, I have discussed all important issues in the life of this great personality, Sudhamurti. I hope you would understand the life, the important issues, challenges, and lesson from our life. So, with this, I stop. Thank you. Good day.